What do planets conjunction the Ascendant mean? Let's find out. What is up, alienARMy? I am Oculus, the alien next door, purveyor of esoteric lore, and today's video we are going to be doing a podcast style type of video, so you don't really have to look at the screen if you don't want to, and we're going to be talking about planets conjunction the Ascendant and how they can influence your astrological chart as a whole. Now, as some of you may know, the Ascendant is a key player in determining the overall personality of the native. This is because the Ascendant is what the individual strives for during their lifetime within the material realm. A conjunction means that the numerical degree of two or more separate entities of the astrological chart are positioned close together, typically between 8 to 10 degrees apart. So, planets conjunction the Ascendant will greatly influence the native's outer sphere of their persona. This planet's energies will meld into the characteristics of the sign of their ascendant. The sun and the moon are luminaries or celestial bodies and not planets, but for the purpose of simplifying this video, we will add them here under the term planet. The ascendant is also referred to as the rising sign, and in this video we will be using these two terms interchangeably. Keep in mind, some folks do not have celestial bodies conjuncting their ascendant, though they may have asteroids conjuncting here. As always, we will leave links below where you can find your ascendant and any relevant placements. Exact birth time is required to calculate the ascendant accurately. Timestamps will be listed below for each celestial body or planet conjunction the ascendant. Now, let's get into it. Moon conjunction ascendant. One who has the moon conjuncting their ascendant will have some Cancerian qualities linked into their rising sign characteristics. Emotions may be sometimes likened to being worn on their sleeve, and the native will have a large expression in their eyes. This is someone who can, quote unquote, speak with their eyes without saying a word. Intuition is always guiding this native towards wheresoever they may wander. This individual may require much downtime between their psychic interludes and dealings with their physical realm tasks. Moon conjunction ascendant is someone who changes their mind according to their feelings. Sometimes they may appear fickle or shifty in nature, and unevolved personas can maneuver towards histrionics in order to get their own way. These individuals can be deeply sensitive to the words and actions of others, especially those whom they feel an emotional bond with. Moon on the rising sign brings about a personality who changes moods on a whim, 1 second hot, 1 second cold. These individuals have a supreme memory, so it's best to avoid entangling yourself in lies when dealing with them. Sun conjunction ascendant. The native of Sun conjuncting the ascendant is someone who has Leonian characteristics linked to their rising sign. This is someone who absolutely adores the spotlight and being in charge. Even if the individual is introverted, they will still enjoy being noticed and highly regarded for what they accomplish behind the scenes. There is a magnetic, natural charisma with this position of the sun, and many will be drawn to this person, even if they aren't particularly well liked. This is especially so when the individual with Sun conjunction ascendant is unevolved. They may be well recognized for being dramatic and or overbearing, yet the native will still enjoy this type of attention nonetheless. The evolved persona with the sun on the rising sign will have a radiant smile and a knack for saying the right thing and coming off smooth. This is someone who tends to use flattery to get what they want, but not in an obnoxious way. Sun on the rising sign gives the gift of natural authority and leadership, and many times this person may be approached for advice and guidance by complete strangers because they look like they know what they're doing. Mercury conjunction Ascendant. The native with Mercury conjunction their Ascendant is someone who is naturally inquisitive and gregarious. This is someone who loves to talk, text, type, write, and discuss ideas, situations, people, etc. They may get bored very easily and need constant mental stimulation in order to remain positive and optimistic. This is not someone who likes to be solitary, be it outgoing or reserved. This native will find ways to communicate with those around them. If psychically inclined, they will be in constant rapport with their inner higher self and or spirit guides. Those with Mercury on their rising sign can have a mischievous streak, especially when unevolved, and they have an uncanny ability to weave tall tales at the drop of a hat, which haven't an ounce of truth to them. Mercury conjunction Ascendant personas enjoy exploring new ideas and mental concepts, and they may be considered quick learners and highly intelligent by their peers. If a topic doesn't interest them, however, they can abruptly change course mid-conversation and not look back once. This placement bestows the native with a quick wit, a sharp tongue, and a likable mental agility. Venus conjunction Ascendant. The native of Venus conjunction Ascendant at first glance may be very pleasing to look at. Whether they dress up or go about their business in casual attire, this is someone who moves with grace and fluidity. Those with Venus in a masculine sign ascendant may have an alluring sex appeal to their physique. This is someone who enjoys chatting people up and having many admirers, whether or not they are interested in that person or not. Those with Venus rising will have a knack for beguiling friends and strangers alike with their innate charm and social graces. There is an intense love of the finer things and always appearing their best when in a social environment. An unevolved persona with Venus conjunction Ascendant may be quite possessive or greedy regarding tangible objects which they view as belonging to them. This oftentimes includes other people. The native of Venus conjunction Ascendant enjoys a good party and may be quite the eloquent host or hostess. There is an air of decadence about them, and they absolutely adore an aesthetically pleasing atmosphere and good food and drink. Some may have a tendency to sweep things under the rug, yet hold a grudge beneath the surface. Mars conjunction Ascendant. The native of Mars conjunction Ascendant, upon first glance, may appear as a force to be reckoned with. Their general demeanor is strong and powerful, whether they are outgoing or reserved. There is a sense of true energetic power within them, almost like a pot of water about to boil. Mars rising may be very physically active in their daily environment, and this individual may enjoy sarcastic banter as well. Here is someone who doesn't feel comfortable not moving, and so impatience and sometimes impulsive actions may be noticed about them. The unevolved Mars conjunct Ascendant native may come across as rude or overbearing, sometimes bossy and or callous. Those with Mars rising can make for great motivators and energetic coaches, as their electrical disposition is very contagious. They rarely focus on the past, and if they do, they tend to use their previous experiences as learning techniques to move forward. This is someone who prefers action and swift movement to sitting around thinking about taking action. They have an abundance of physical energy at their disposal, and they are confident in their ability to get things done in a timely manner. Jupiter conjunction Ascendant. The native with Jupiter conjunction Ascendant may be likened to gravity personified. This is someone who draws all sorts of interesting experiences to them, be it desired or not so. Jupiter rising oftentimes has a very abundant quality to their endeavors, many times biting off a bit more than they can chew. However, this individual always seems to come out unscathed from any situation they may find themselves in. This is the placement of the overextender, the overachiever, the over-the-top performer who basks in the adoration and attention of their audience. For these folks, it is the bigger the audience, the better the show. Individuals with Jupiter rising tend to come off very affable and highly likable no matter what mood they are in. They rarely stay in a negative state for long, and even when they find themselves in a down and out mood, they are able to find something to look forward to with positive expectation. The unevolved Jupiter rising persona may sometimes portray themselves as infallible and can make empty promises not based on actual facts. This is someone who, above all else, seeks to find a bright side to every situation. Jupiter rising individuals enjoy extravagance and new adventures, and many times tend to drift off to other endeavors before finishing what they started. Saturn conjunction Ascendant. The native of Saturn conjunction Ascendant is the individual who appears wiser or more mature than they actually are. This is someone who seems like they've seen some shit, whether they have or they haven't. Saturn rising brings a serious tone to the persona, and they are the type to carry themselves with dignity and authority no matter where they go. Often coming across as intimidating, these individuals have an aura of cynicism to them, whether they are joyful or angry. They may be quite sarcastic, yet not hit anyone below the belt for no reason. Saturn conjunction Ascendant individuals will not tolerate disrespect from anyone, and people dealing with them will always know where they stand. Though not overly emotional, those with Saturn rising care deeply about their loved ones and are always seeking ways to better the lives of their friends and family. Actions speak louder than words for these folks, and they will not tolerate flippant behavior. The unevolved persona with Saturn conjunction Ascendant may find amusement in watching those who have crossed them squirm, and they can come off as cold and or calculated in their emotional approach towards dealing with others. This is an individual who strongly values integrity and security in their environment and their interactions with those around them. Uranus conjunction Ascendant. The native of Uranus conjunction Ascendant is the individual that truly is an individual. This is someone who enjoys and embellishes the fact that they are different from those around them. There is something striking about the Uranus rising persona that may be hard to pinpoint. Their eyes may have a knowing look to them. Whether they are actively trying to or not, they always seem to draw attention to themselves. In a large crowd, they will be the one who stands out among the rest. Uranus conjunction ascendant personas can come off as shrewd or cunning upon first encountering them, and they may be suspicious of new people, yet oddly friendly towards them. This contradictory behavior is the trademark of individuals with Uranus rising. Affable and easygoing, yet secretive and guarded of their own agenda. These folks do not like anyone else in their business, but at the same time enjoy the spotlight on them. The unevolved persona with Uranus conjunction ascendant is abruptly indifferent to anything which does not interest them. They may seem as if they are anarchist in nature, even when the moment does not call for them to be. If everyone is moving left, they surely will not move right, but forwards or backwards, just to be different. The individual with Uranus rising has a unique ability to allow others to reveal their innermost secrets to them, whilst remaining casually indifferent and maintaining their own privacy. Neptune conjunction ascendant. The native with Neptune conjunction ascendant is someone who appears otherworldly in nature. Their stature may be likened to that of a shapeshifter, chameleon-like in their dealings with others. No two persons who will view a Neptune rising will view a Neptune rising the same. The nebulous quality of Neptune on one's ascendant allows them to morph into whatsoever the moment brings to them. If they feel the need to be reserved, so they will be. If they feel the need to be outspoken, so they will be. The nature of Neptune is emotive, and so they are easily able to intuit their environment and change course immediately if they feel like it. This is a common theme for natives with Neptune rising. They just felt like it. They prefer possibilities to concrete plans and may run from any type of perceived encapsulation of their time and/or energy. They dislike operating on a schedule, and they may make up their own rules and codes of conduct as they go along. The unevolved Neptune rising persona may appear sneaky or malicious, at the very minimum untrustworthy. Not because they have something to hide, but because their organic, unbound nature is ever-changing and soluble. Others may question their ethics because of this. The eyes of the native of Neptune conjunction ascendant are especially awesome in the sense that they may seem to shapeshift in front of the one observing them. Though sensitive by nature, the Neptune rising individual has the ability to keep their emotions hidden beneath the veil of their eyes, only allowing the other to see what they want to be seen. Pluto conjunction ascendant. The native of Pluto conjunction ascendant may be seen as a powerhouse of controlled energy. This is someone who has an unyielding, penetrative stare and refuses to back down from a situation emotionally. Even when they are completely calm, there is still a sense of broiling power beneath that facade. Pluto rising personas are natural detectives and enjoy getting to the bottom of things. They do not shrink in the face of adversity. They embrace it and study it wildly. Pluto rising individuals are the ultimate deep divers, wanting to explore the hidden meaning behind seemingly small instances in their experiences. They tend to be skeptical of everyone in their circle, and it is not uncommon for them to perform their own background check on people before they allow them into their life. The unevolved Pluto conjunction ascendant persona can have a severe, stubborn streak and may be quite vindictive if someone has wronged them. Forgiving and forgetting, even if it is a genuine apology, is not their strong point. The Pluto rising individual is loyal to a fault to those whom they deem worthy, and they expect total devotion and reciprocation in return. This is someone who likely has reinvented themselves many times throughout the duration of their material realm experience. So that was today's esoteric chit-chat going through celestial bodies and planets conjuncting the Ascendant. I am Oculus, the alien next door. We will chit-chat again soon. Peace, good vibes, and namaste blessed, because you are.